for those of you who have listened to the show before, you know after the elevator pitch, we always go into our next segment, and that is Judgment Call. This week, the Judgment Call is between Dave and Tobi. And Dave, you like to explain Judgment Call, so I'll let you explain it as you do. You do so well.
Perfect. Well, I mean, it is basically a battle between a battle of wits, if we will, where we try and take two characters that have either been misused or don't have like enough spotlight on them, and we each individually fight for their right to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
We each give the combatants 3 minutes to pitch to the judge, which this week will be Mr. Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
And then we have 1 minute to either tear that person down, make fun of the other person's, face or family members, whatever we want to do to try and persuade that our idea is better than the other. And then, then the judge makes his call.
Dun, dun, dun.
So do you guys want to introduce? Because I'm the judge.
Well, I was going to say, historically speaking, me and Tobi have had pretty intense encounters when it comes to this. We've both been a little bit competitive. And this time I'll request that he goes first.
That's fair.
Okay.
So Tobi,
all right. Since you are a winner from the last issue,
yeah.
I will go first. So this is a character. Actually, let me know when my 3 minutes start.
Now.
All right. So this is a character that I actually don't know very much about myself. I have seen this character once in action. Don't remember any other iterations off the top. This character to me was powerful in the appearance that I saw, and it took the whole team or more to wrangle him and hold him down. And this character is in the DC universe. And the team I'm talking about is the Justice League and the Young Justice. Okay. And this character I'm talking about is Red Tornado.
Oh, that is a very good
Red Tornado is a character who hasn't had his day, in my opinion, and that's true. He was recently on Supergirl, and I'm not even gonna touch on that version of him. Every single story arc he's been in, he's been destroyed. Like he literally ends up being like dismantled. He's an android. If I didn't really explain that before, he's an android, sort of like, but he doesn't have like the flesh. They didn't give him like a flesh. He's just literally just like a big metal tin. Kind of like has the same coloring as Iron Man, I guess you can say, sort of, right?
Similar. Yeah, very similar.
Similar to that anyway. He hasn't really had his day. Every time he goes in to fight, he helps, but they always end up killing him off. For some reason or not, they end up killing Red Tornado. Now, if you guys remember in the Young Justice appearance where he was he was sent in to infiltrate the Justice League, and kind of like be a part of the league and then turn on them later on. Mm-hmm. And then when he finally did turn and he was supposed to report back, do you know how hard it was for them to even take him down?
Yeah.
So he's a character, I think, let me just bring up his abilities actually right now because I don't really remember. I think he's superior strength, durability, and he's capable of creating cyclones. Like powerful storms, cyclones. He can control the weather pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's kind of reminds me of, how the same way how I like John Jones in terms of how little he's used. He is literally the John Jones of the same team to me.
Okay.
Since he's obviously part of the Justice League. And then on top of that, after seeing how strong he was in Young Justice, they literally make him the den mom to the Young Justice instead of bringing him into the Justice League.
Yeah.
So he's always been a nanny or like a butler or something, and I feel like he's just looked down upon that way because he's a machine, he's a robot.
Yeah.
Cyborg is also a robot, but he's half machine and he's still human. That's why he gets more respect than Red Tornado does. And Red Tornado, in my opinion, is almost on the same level as Cyborg. Cyborg is just, the whole, it's cool that he has this technology, the mother box that, he's able to wield his power from and get all this knowledge. Yeah.
That's your 3 minutes.
Oh, dang. Okay. There's so much more. I just want to see him be more,
Okay. That's fair. I gave you a little bit more.
Yeah, it's fair.
So you'll have 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
I'm hoping that I'm not going to need as much. So I guess just before I start the minutes, and it's because I know that I'm going to get a rise out of Tobi. So the person that I will be taking on, or the image I'm wishing to shatter, will be I'm taking Shatterstar against Tobi.
Jesus.
And I already see his anger. There's a reason why I haven't chosen it when he was being the judge, because I knew it'd be already a scratch. So I'm trying. This is actually me trying to plead with Tobi. I give this guy a chance, and I'm gonna try. So that's what I wanted to do. So
I've turned prosecutor now.
You'll have your 1 minute rebuttal.
Yeah.
You'll have your 1 minute. Okay, and your 3 minutes start now.
Okay, well, first of all, Shatterstar is from the Mojo universe. He's from the future, actually. He is the perfection of the Mojo World's gladiators. Mojo World is run by Mojo, who basically has a TV show and makes people fight on his show for entertainment. He is
Sounds like Cool World.
Yeah, yeah, and he's actually it's the actual universal gladiator story that you could actually get out of this, which I think would be really good for the TV shows and the movies that they're coming out with, because you're trying to go are expanding your universe. So I think it'd be good to bring him in as opposed to using someone like Longshot. So I think that'd be really important. He's born and raised on Mojo World. He has several abilities. Tactician, expert marksman, combat person, strategist. He's known to be able to pick up any weapon and basically be able to use it right away. He has certain abilities like creating portals with his swords that he has, and he could actually shoot vibrational waves through his swords. His stories, the reason why he's even brought to Earth is because he becomes a rebel against Mojo. Then he leaves his reality to come back in time to Earth to try and find the X-Men. And instead of finding X-Men, he actually finds Cable, who recruits him as X-Force. And the whole reason why he's on the X-Force team, which I just found out recently, is that Cable's like, well, we'll go back and fix your problem, but since time's not a factor, can you just help us out? And he's like, fine. It doesn't matter. We could show up literally when I left, and we're going to keep going. I think he has depth. I think that considering they're going to be doing the X-Force movies and whatnot, it'd be really good. He has a lot of interesting matchups. My most notable one would be from the original Wolverine run. Wolverine 54 is one of my favorite comic books, where it's him and Shatterstar fighting and then teaming up. He has an interesting background. He's mysterious. You don't know. You think he's a test tube baby, then you find out he's actually Longshot and Dazzler's son, and he actually goes back in time to erase their memories to protect them, and then goes to like normal times. I think he is the original gladiator for the universe before Planet Hulk, and I think you could do a lot from that, and it could explain a lot of characters. He does time shift. The time traveling that he does makes sense. And then I think that's about it that I could do right now. And he's frankly a lot of fun to read. He has a personality to him. He has that type of wit. He has you could tell he has a certain type of accent, and he always turns around and he's like, give me there's a bunch of bad guys in front of me. He's like, give me 10 minutes and the problem will be solved. So I think he's someone who's very easily engaged, and I think he's someone who could fit. And I think he's also someone who is not really necessarily completely understood, and that's why I think he should be given the limelight.
Okay, that's good. You had 10 seconds left, but you're done.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're going to be rebuttal time.
That's going to be so brutal.
Actually, I was hoping you'd go first, Dave, for the rebuttal.
Oh,
okay.
And then I'll let Tobi go.
Oh boy.
Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine. So what
gives me more time to think about
it. Yeah, I already see the wheels turning. So let me know when I got.
Okay, and your minute starts now.
Well, the reason why he doesn't deserve it, because he's a bitch, dude. Just like you said, he is always dying because he's a bitch. He can't handle his own shit. He's a nanny butler. He can't make it to the A team because he's a bitch. He does not deserve to be there. He's an Iron Man wannabe. He's a poor version of Vision, who can't even he couldn't hold Vision's like cape, let alone wear it. He can't hold it. Also, again, you compared him to Cyborg. And you know what's the difference between him and Cyborg? One's interesting, one's boring. One is a guy who, like you said, he has no personality. You're falling off your chair for a reason because I'm so right. He's just a jackass. He's a jackass. He infiltrated places. You just said it. He joined a team just to infiltrate it to like expose them. He's a jackass. He doesn't deserve any limelight. And the limelight that he's given, you know what happens? He dies because he can't hold it up. He just falls.
Okay.
Limited powers.
So use your minute. Hold on. I'm gonna take a breath here because that was That was a lot.
I mean, I get it.
A lot to take in.
He's been a bitch because they've been writing him as a bitch.
Dude.
Okay.
I get that. Doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a time in the spotlight.
When the shoe fits. When the shoe fits.
Stop. This is Judgment Call. Order.
I love when me and Toby get into
Order.
it.
You've had your time, Dave. Please remain silent.
I'll try.
Right.
Please, I don't want to have to turn your mic down, so please remain silent. Toby, you have 1 minute for your rebuttal. Are you ready?
Yep.
Starting now.
Oh, Shatterstar. More of the same. Superhuman strength, senses, agility, and oh my gosh, give him a bow staff and a sword, and make him really good at martial arts and a military strategist. More of the same. And he lives in the Mojo world? Have you ever seen Powerpuff Girls? You know that villain Mojo Jojo? I feel like that's exactly the universe that he's a part of. He is a joke. I can't believe you actually think he deserves a movie. I would never go see it. If they make a Shatterstar movie, that's the day I stop watching comic book movies. He is the worst of the worst in terms of like interesting. You think he's interesting? What's the best storyline? He fought Wolverine, and then I can't beat Wolverine. Let's be friends now because I can't fight or beat Wolverine. He is dumb, and your choice and your choice of Shatterstar to be more in the limelight is dumb as well. Okay, my guy might be a bitch because he's been written like a bitch.
1 minute.
That's my 1 minute. Come on.
In my defense, I said he should be in the X-Force movie.
Okay,
that's what I just said. He deserves his own movie, his own animated movie.
So,
yes.
let me unpack all of this. Oh my god, that was so much. So one thing to confirm. Dave, you were saying that Red Tornado is a poor man's Vision, like he's an imitation, but Red Tornado is 1963. Vision is 1968. Red Tornado is actually first. I felt it was only fair to that statement because what happens there is he's no longer. I mean, are you? What I'm seeing here is an argument that in modern days he's seen as a mimic, but he was originally the first.
Failed.
So, Red Tornado and Shatterstar. Oh my god, so much. So you both made arguments for why I do want to learn more about the characters. You didn't necessarily make the best arguments for why I don't against each other because you pretty much just started attacking each other, which does not has nothing to. I mean, in the, I've never heard the word bitch uttered that many times.
I know. I thought about defending my character, but I don't know. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, all right, if it's just going to be a war, we're going for a war.
Yeah. So you guys did, really shit on each other's characters pretty hard. Babysitter, more of the same. I mean, both of those arguments are fair. I think Shatterstar as a character... Well, I'll start with Red Tornado. Red Tornado is an interesting character. I do agree that he does not get enough of the limelight. His power set is very interesting, but underutilized. One of the things that I don't necessarily love about the character is that he's the type of character that his origin story always comes from that same, like, robot gone good. That idea of like, so when you're saying more of the same, he is in that line of being also similar but the character is interesting. I'm not saying
you could write him differently, but a character like Shatterstar, given his ability and power set, I don't see them be doing anything inventive.
And that's what I'm going to say about Shatterstar because it is a similar argument. Shatterstar is a very interesting character. But I do agree that one of the things X-Men does or the X-Verse does, is they really like to reuse their character structure. And Shatterstar, unfortunately, was a victim of that. But the story you told me about who his parents were and the time erasure, the memory erasing, very interesting. It makes me want to learn more about that because of the fact that, the character himself may not be the most interesting, but the backstory to the creation of the character sounds like it could have a lot of meat to it. And if written properly...
Red Tornado's creation. Who made him? Why? What was his purpose? What's his...
I know, but that's the thing with Red Tornado is... One of the disadvantages that Red Tornado has is he, on his own team, isn't given the chance to step up. and I agree that the writers should do a better job with him, but I'm concerned that the writers don't because they don't feel there's enough of a story for them to write. That's my problem.
I see.
Yeah.
So here's the lesson, kids, whoever's listening. When the judge is making a call and you find yourself defending your character more than you should, it probably means you're gonna lose.
But one thing, I just want to put one thing, just because he got so much extra points. I just want to say one thing. If he is the original, he's been completely surpassed by his predecessors. It's not a Robin Batman where Batman's still important. It is Batman to his parents that are dead and gone. That's all.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because you said
like
successor,
not predecessor.
Yeah, sorry, predecessor. Like, you're saying that
Vision
was
meant successor.
Yeah, sorry, successor. Like, you're saying that Vision came afterwards, but like he's so much better. And I find that the re-encounters of all the other
so you're making arguments against him again?
Yes. Well,
it's done.
He jumped in. I had to give the
both of you.
My statement was accepted defeat. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was telling people how to accept gracefully, and you came in and like kicked dirt on him.
I'm sorry. Ever since Martian Manhunter, you hurt my feelings, bro. You hurt my feelings.
I don't even know if I want to give it to you anymore, Dave, because you were gonna win, but that was not. That was.
I was adding to a point. He had some extra points. I wanted. All right, I'm sorry.
I feel that, you know what?
You can do it, but it's not
the next time I'm the judge, and you two are going against each other. Let it be written, Dave, you're getting one less minute to defend your side.
That's fair.
I think that's fair because he was accepting defeat and you still jumped in to insult his character.
Yes.
So Dave, you win with a penalty for future battle.
1 for 1. That's all I wanted.
And Toby
won. And the fact that it's Shatterstar, I can lose the rest on out.
Toby, you did an excellent job. But I think you felt you agree with it that there's a lot to be said for Red Tornado, but I mean, yeah. Hopefully one day someone does write the right story for him. But yeah, I feel like that's Justice League syndrome, though. You always need
and you know what? I would rather talk about Red Tornado than the comic book we're about to talk about. So
Jesus.
One thing I will say though, like we can't physically do this, but like a shake of hands, that was fair. That was a really good attempt. And
it was a good one. It was a good one. You both did very well.
Thank you.
You both did very well.